So, Mike.
Mr.
Mikey Hayes. You've got 5. With truth and confidence, shining out, creating success. Constancy brings good fortune, fruitful to cross the great river. Waiting for what you need, bring yourself into harmony with the desired outcome. It may take longer than you imagine. Faith and patience are your allies, but fully present in waiting, your attention shines and starts a creative engagement with the world. You are committing yourself to its manifestation. How can you wait patiently and with commitment? While you wait, how can you best make yourself ready? Okay. So, I Ching 5, our animal spirit. Aha! Okay, so you got Black Cockatoo. The Black Cockatoo, I'm pretty sure that's air elemental? Yeah. I think that's air elemental, the Black Cockatoo. Some of the birds are fire, most of them are air, and some of the birds are wood. I'm pretty sure this one's air. So, Herald, confidence, companionship, and communication. Herald, confidence, companionship, and communication. Right? Like, the headdress on this bird alone is just herald and confidence, right? You know, it's like a crown. It's almost literally peacocking. Let's see. Okay, so our tarot and our runes. Man, some of the, like a lot of these guys just keep popping up. So we got the Page of Bows again. The Stout has popped up, and it's in our focus position. So for Michael has been experimenting, playing, learning, you know, the work of the will, right? And so this is corresponding to his becoming more and more familiar with the ability of his willpower. We have Sahol. We got Sahol. So you are working on the will of your soul, right? This is part of your soul journey and making sure that you're actually doing things that satisfies your soul, you know, instead of being in the avoidance. With Erd, where does our journey of exploring the will, where does it start from? So we got King of Arrows reversed, which is represented by a hawk. Okay, so you get the King of Arrows reversed in the origins here, right? So I think that it seems to me like you had spoken up for an idea. You thought it was a good idea, and that you were able to, and it would have been an idea that you could have taken the lead on, and you got shot down, and it made you rethink everything, and that's what kind of started you kind of actually like doing stuff, because you were kind of forced to by somebody shooting down the idea and you having to do it yourself. Let's see. The idea was shot down because you had Ansu's reversed, and you need to learn, or had to learn, that Loki was fucking with you, right? So you had the information was misskewed. You didn't understand. You gaslit yourself. It was, you know, something along these lines, and you know, an ignorance of yourself was being revealed by the manner in which all of this happened. Verdandi. So, what do we do with all of this? We've got 9 of Bows. Respect. I like this card. This motherfucker, it's just like, he's just been living in like a thicket, like, just, you know, and he's pissed off because he lives in a thicket, and he's coming out of the thicket. Like, motherfucker, it's just like, I don't bother anybody, and you people, you don't fucking do jack shit for me. I'm coming out with my goddamn fucking horns up, and I got my fucking bow and arrow, and I'm gonna fucking, you know, I'm gonna take you out because you've got no fucking respect for me, and therefore I return that in kind. You know, he's got this vicious look on his face. It's just like, I will be respected, coming out and emerging from, you know, I mean, like, he's in his skins, he barely looks human, right? But at the same time, that doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve respect because he's got a feral disposition, right? So you're looking, that rejection process in the past kind of puts you in this because you got bows here, you got bows here with the stout, right? So you're kind of you're working on, as you're learning, you don't want to be insulted because of how you get things, how you've been getting things wrong, right? So you're holding your head held up high because you're being forced to do all this shit on your own, and it makes sense to you that you don't need to be fucking insulted in this process, right? That's a simple way that I can put it. What energy is going on here in this worth position? Okay, we've got Manaz reversed, right? So the one thing that may be going on here is that you may not be in the best state of mind. It's very good that you have self-respect emerging from all of this work that you've been doing, but you still need to kind of recalibrate your psychic faculties, if you will, right? You may have grown, at least in this particular manner, perhaps a little dissociated from other people, which naturally makes sense. You know, like I'm speaking here from my own personal, experiences too, with dealing with respect in this kind of sense, dealing with having your ideas shot down, whatever. Like, I understand this intimately, right? And so your mind is having a hard time connecting to other minds in this respect, right? Because you've got the respect and you're having trouble finding people around you that will respect you now that you're kind of ready to be more emergent. This respect card is emerging out from the wilds in which it was cultivating itself. Then in Skuld. So ultimately, what are you going to do with all of this? All right. 9 of Stones reversed. Tradition. So we flip that around. This guy here, he's very similar. He's very, very similar because both of them have a kind of antlers on their head. Whoops. If we see that, there we go.
Yeah.
They both got the antlers on their head, right? And this, though, came out reversed. And so he's meditating as, and he's honoring tradition. He's representing tradition. Oh, yeah, he's also doing the Kernunos. He's also in the Kernunos pose as well. He's got the snake and the circlet as well, right? So you need to throw some more traditionality into this thing that you're doing, and that's what's causing the disconnect, is that people don't see the traditional relationship that makes it relatable to them. They just think that you're doing something that's just ultra eclectic and really only makes sense to you, right? And you seem to be a little bit more interested in being seen more favorably for how you do these particular things, right? Especially because you think it's important that other people get the point of it. And look at that, here's Gebo again, right? And so it's making this tradition something that is a gift to other people. And so that's what I got for Mike. Whispering Woods. Dance. You can dance if you want to. You can dance something. You leave your friends behind, and I forget all the words. But anyway, allow yourself some fun each day, just as the sun dances with the moon each night. So, that's pretty simple in that respect. Yeah, Manaz is, takes two to tango. So maybe you need to dance with somebody. Or dance with people, or have a party with dancey music and or whatever, this kind of thing. I mean, like dancing, you need confidence, I mean, what else is there? Companionship, communication, dancing is body language communication. I mean, you get the idea, right? I mean, once you figure out, how these two find their symbiosis, you're going to be in good place. Between the black cockatoo here and your feral man of respect. And that's your reading, Mike.